I've noticed in this play and then the two others that we're going to talk about, it seems as if Danny is always afflicted by people that are in want of something, whether in want of knowledge or in want of something from him. They're always trying to gather more things from him, and sometimes it's in a very positive manner, and sometimes more complex, like this Rosanna character, where she initially comes and wants him to ghostwrite this ridiculous biography for her, and then eventually comes to learn some more insights into life. Whether she uses them or not is up to her own devices. But then there's other characters that show up in the next two plays that are sort of more users than they are actually getting anything from that. I think that you're taking from your own life with that, correct?
Well, yeah, I mean, Jessica is always complaining, for example, about people on the E-list, and not only people on the E-list, but people who email me. I mean, just in the last couple of months, a few things. They're like, I was getting about 7 or 8 people who were sending me these like one-sentence things. Dan, what do you think about this novel or whatnot? And it became pretty obvious that they were troll. There was probably one troll using different names and whatnot. And after answering a few of them, I was like, I don't have the time to do that. Look the fucking shit up yourself. And then recently, like 2 people who were on Facebook friends with me dropped me off or defriended me, whatever you want to call it. One of them was this ex-girlfriend of Alex Sheramitz, who also defriended him, and it was a typical kind of thing. Now, I won't go into all of the specifics of whatnot, certainly not the name, but you know, this was someone who had friended me years ago. I didn't know her, and I talked with her a few times on Skype, and she's a nice, decent enough person and whatnot. But she's one of these people who is so lazy and doesn't want to look up things. And like a few months ago, she had a quote on Facebook, and from a book by a guy named Viktor Frankl, and I asked her what did she think of the book, and she said she'd get back to me. Well, it turns out, from what Alex told me, that she had asked him if he had read the book, so she hadn't even read the book, but she couldn't admit that she hadn't read the book. And then she had some quote up saying how Steven Pinker was going to be on this Joe Rogan's podcast show, and that was 2 of her favorite thinkers. Now, Joe Rogan is sort of this knuckle-dragging Neanderthal who was involved with his MMA fighting, and he thinks that there was a NASA moon landing conspiracy, and he knows nothing about science nor anything else like this. And I'm like, okay, Pinker, yes, what the fuck is this? Well, more than likely, this woman never even listened to Joe Rogan thing, because she claimed that he had never supported NASA fake moon landing conspiracies, and Alex, got into it with her, 7 or 8 exchanges or whatnot while I was sleeping. And when I come back the next morning, she had defriended me and defriended him, and then she had written this thing to tell me off, but wouldn't even allow me to respond to her. And it's like, well, whatever. It's no skin off my apple, as the saying goes. But these are the way a lot of these people are. And what Jessica says is, most of these people will contact us because they've seen something or write something. Jessica sent this woman a number of her books. I've sent her a few of the books. I even based a character on her in one of my books. And she's never read anything of ours. And it's like, well, if you are friends with writers and you ask to see their books and they are charitable or good enough to give you the books, I mean, you owe it to them to at least read the books. Even if you don't understand it, just say, yeah, I read it, but I got to page 162 and it was way over my head, or admit something like that.